we sweating. And when the sun is blazing, it's party like we crazy. We sweating, all are we sweating. Take a trip, dance a dance. Everybody saying something, but you talking the loudest every time. I'm coming back. I only want to flex with you. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there. And when I hold on your body, I will answer my name. Like this, disrespectfully.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, good morning to you, especially wherever you are this morning. The folks in the UK, good morning to you. Good morning to the folks in the USA, Canada, across the Caribbean, wherever you are this morning, good morning to you. It's Monday, and today is the 23rd in the month of March 2026 as we getting ready for Easter. Roleza, good morning.
Indeed. Good morning to Maka, and good morning to everybody listening to us. Let me say special good morning again to Oswald, because I don't know why I thought Oswald was in the UK, but Oswald said he's been in the US for 42 years or so. Good morning to Oswald, and good morning to the person who just hit us up there on the WhatsApp, who's actually in the UK. So good morning to everybody. Just wherever it is you're listening to us, near, far, Grenadines peeps. Good morning to you. Hope that everything is sunny and, nice. As Maka said, many places, people, things are preparing for Easter. So, yeah, that's almost upon us.
When you say Oswald, I always think about this different as well. Why am I thinking about this different as well?
Because in Vinci, we only know certain first names, right? So if you say Ralph, people only think about one Ralph. You say Godwin, you might only think about one Godwin. No,
you say Philip.
Yes,
people think about one Philip.
I think so. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I think it's take a while before
it's okay.
Before it's okay with this one name you might attribute it to somebody, right? So yeah, it's a funny story because somebody was there one time telling me something about Ralph, and I'm there like, Ralph, and then she said your Uncle Ralph, and then my Uncle Ralph. So because my mind went on the former prime minister. But then I actually do have an Uncle Ralph, but it's not that.
Ralph.
But
okay.
It wasn't that Ralph, so it took me a while. So I always think of how funny it is, how interesting it is when it comes to the one names that we know in Vinci and we attribute it to one individual in particular. So yeah.
All right. Before we get into our topic this morning, Roleza, there was some news circulating around social media last night. A senior member of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union has issued a stern warning to the Minister of Education, Philip Jackson, over several undisclosed concern and recent ministerial statement. Speaking on another radio station, the SVGTU newly elected Vice President, Mr. Oswald Robinson. I was talking about Oswald, right? Mr. Oswald Robinson, who has served as Union President 7 times, declared that's Philip Jackson, right? If you want to go down in the Guinness Book of Records as the shortest serving Minister of Education, it will happen in this country. I'm warning you, Mr. Philip Jackson. We will tell our teachers what this government is considering. Boy, there's a video up there. Let's play the video release quickly. Yeah, there's a video quickly. Let's play it. All right, yes, that's a video.
Because look, you have the minister complaining about you getting a salary that you rightfully earned.
The minister said that?
Well, he is saying that teachers are only working for the salary.
He said that, or somebody said that about
No,
him.
that's what he said. That's why I said I read the article, and that is what he said based on the literacy and numeracy results.
Remember, we had a meeting with the minister.
Yes, sir.
And I deliberately pointed my finger at him.
Right.
As it's not really an assault. But I said to him, if he wants trouble, he will get trouble. And if he wants to go down in the Guinness Book of Records as the shortest serving Minister of Education, it would happen in this country.
Okay.
Sometimes people out there and they do that and they talk with you and so on, and when they go to the scene out of one eye, I'm warning you.
Yes, but that's what I was trying to tell you.
I didn't know. I thought somebody was saying what he said.
No.
But when we had a meeting with him, it's a different thing.
But that's what I just...
No. I hate hypocrisy.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
We will tell our teachers what this government is considering.
Right.
That will be the first protest in this country. And we will mobilize the entire nation.
That's what I was trying to tell
You just jump in there, you don't know your head from your foot. Go and revive the Education Advisory Board. That's what you need to do. That's your first assignment. You come in to beat up the very same teachers who vote for you and put you there. You come in to cut the throat. Watch yourself.
That is what I was trying to tell you.
I didn't know because I didn't read. So when you come in to tell us we must have good relationship, you're going down the wrong road.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You're going down the wrong road. We're not going to ease up.
But that's why I said I'm disappointed in the minister.
Go and fix the C.W. Prescott primary school toilets. Go and fix it up. Go and fix the one at Kingston government. We will put this in the media for you to fix. And if you don't fix them, you'll be in trouble. Serious trouble.
That's what I was
When you interfere with the teachers union and the workers in this country, we will show you our strength. This is not about violence, you know. We're going to exercise our trade union rights, and we would show you what we stand for in this country.
All right. Is the first time I'm hearing all of this?
Yeah, this happened last evening on a radio station. Wow. The C.W. Prescott Primary School toilets need to be fixed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure that there are several matters in different schools that need to be addressed, but I am not sure that if I'm in a position to speak on this because I'm only hearing one side of this discussion, right? And this is what the information that or the statement that is being made by Mr. Robinson. I don't know what was discussed in the meeting. I don't know with Philip Jackson. I don't know what he said to them. So in order for me to have a proper opinion, I'd have to hear the other side of this discussion. So, yeah.
Wow. Hey.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you. When people say that St. Vincent is not a real place, it's really not a real place.
Why? I mean, no. Well, I mean, so as I said, because I don't know where all of this stemmed from in terms of Mr. Robinson being so vocal or continuing to be so vocal. Is it a case where he's actually standing up for the rights of the teachers? I don't know. Because I don't know what was put forward, and I don't know why it is that he is so strong in his opinion in terms of what he stated in the video. So I suppose when more information comes to light, then, well, for me at least, I'll be able to form a better opinion. So
I don't know. It seems like Mr. Jackson is not satisfied with what went on in the meeting. I believe there was a meeting. You remember there was a meeting?
Well, it sounds like
Fridays ago.
Yeah, there was a meeting, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's get into our topic this morning.
All right. So before we get into that as well, I was actually curious about something because I saw a couple of flyers last night advertising events taking place on Good Friday. And I had to chuckle because I know that here, at least on St. Vincent, I ain't sure about what happens in the Grenadines, right? But you know, like on Good Friday, there's supposed to be no amplified music and no sale of alcohol. But then when I see events being advertised for Good Friday, now please, before anybody think that I'm knocking the events, I'm not knocking the events, but I find it a little bit amusing that here in St. Vincent, that is what the law states. That's what's not supposed to be happening. But then we have these events happening, right? So
you're saying there are event advertised for Good Friday?
For Good Friday. Right? There are events.
Maybe they change the law.
Well, I don't know. But yeah, it's just something that I found a little bit amusing as I saw certain things advertised for
Because
what's
normally
happening
they
then.
say no amplify music from the Thursday.
Yeah, well,
I think
I
it's
know
from the Thursday.
you're right. Or I don't know if it's from midnight, Friday morning. I can't remember what exactly
No,
it
I
is,
think
but I
it's
know
from
for sure.
Thursday midnight
Uh-huh.
until Friday midnight.
Right. So that full day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just something that I found a little bit amusing. So yeah, we see what happens, right? Because we know that events used to happen in Beckway on Good Friday. So
If event could happen in Beckway, event could happen on the mainland too.
well, that's why I said
Because Beckway is part of SVG also.
it is most definitely all the Grenadine Islands. All right.
Exactly.
All right, so we're just going to very, very quickly touch on this topic. Is it time to seriously consider beefing up security at the hospital? Right? So we read in the news this morning that another incident happened on Friday, but this time it was police who shot or allegedly shot an individual who was on the compound. And the person would have been on the compound outside of visiting hours, right? And it's not the first time we've heard of an incident happening at the hospital. So we're questioning whether or not it's time for there to be a little bit more stricter security measures in place at the hospital. One of the things that I've observed from visiting the hospital is that I noticed that the security there is not as consistent as it's supposed to be. Normally, when you enter the hospital, you're supposed to present your ID. They write down your name, I think the time that you come in, etc. Right?
We dropped the ball in that.
And one of the things that I've noticed is that there are times when I would go there, nobody watching me. I would continue walking because if you ain't stopping me ain't stopping.
Exactly.
Right?
It happened to me already too.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that I've noticed, that they are not as consistent as they're supposed to be. Sometimes persons are just absolutely not even paying attention to you as you walk in, right? People can come and go as they please. Another thing though is that in the article it mentioned that the person was armed. Now it doesn't state what the person was armed with, because you could be armed with a gun, you could be armed with a knife. It doesn't state what the person is armed with. And knowing that at the hospital, there aren't security checks in terms of nobody checks your bag, nobody checks your person to see what you have. Is it time for us to actually now start to put certain other measures in place and be serious when it comes to security that is at the hospital? Because there are instances when it just seems like it's a in and out free for all. And I mean, persons are there to get well and all of that. And it's lax, right?
This is it. We always say, okay, then the authority is going to beef up on this, they're going to do this. But when the time comes, okay, we do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And after that, we drop the ball.
Yeah. And it's one of those situations where, you're already supposed to expect the hospital to be a safe place, right? For the most part, it's supposed to be a safe place. You don't want to know that you're there being attended to or you're visiting somebody and you could potentially find yourself in danger, right? You did not go there. It's not a place where you are going to expect that to happen to you. So it's one of those situations where I think it's more than time now, and we don't know how many more incidents are supposed to happen, but it's more than time now for it to be taken seriously, the concerns of those who are patients at the hospital as well as to those who are visiting.
So you're saying that persons who come in to visit the hospital should be searched?
I think that there should be checks because you just never know. I mean, for the most part in Vince, we like to think that when we go to places, we are safe. And for the most part, we definitely are. But we also have to remember in life that there are always going to be one-off occasions or things can just happen. So before we have these one-off occasions or things just happening, let's put the proper measures in place to possibly mitigate or to cause those not to happen, right? And we don't need to have a repeat of these incidents happening before something is actually seriously done.
Everything that we need to do first is make sure the hospital is properly fenced.
Secure.
Yeah. Because it makes no sense that, okay, then we say we guys search at the gate and behind at the back and persons could come in.
Fair point. And I think that is what had happened in the last instance. I don't think they walked through the front gate.
We'll just take a quick call. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Maka,
yes.
I mean, I'm glad you brought up this topic, but to me, it's a waste of time. Because Maka, from the last time when the guy go in and shoot the man on the wall, that should have been a wake-up call for the child. So that should have never been a topic here this morning and no radio station. This topic should have been a dead topic. A man walking after midnight, shoot a man from water, and you can beef up the security after that? Nah, man, I'm very over to the topic, man.
I agree with you.
Or maybe let's hope this one last time would cause changes. Let's hope.
A man gets shoot and he's dead.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you're putting everybody in danger, even workers.
Those who be outside, sit down there, waiting on doctor. You do something you did it till midnight, 7 till 4 in the morning. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about learning, we let them here. They should never get something this morning, but it's all you discussing. Long time.
Yeah. Well,
Or maybe we just need to actually put police.
Station police there
Instead of some of these security firms.
Yeah, that's a
Because some reason, some people don't really respect some of these security firms.
And I mean, I'm not trying to put people out of work to it, but some of them actually not for someone like the hospital, there are certain places where you actually need to have persons who can do something about a situation should it arise. And I said I'm not trying to put people out of a job, but there are some who are not as fit to be there.
Nothing wrong with the security day. But what I'm saying, should have at least one police along with the security guy. I don't know from the money who dealing with security, saying that they want security source and this and about. You don't want a police, it's a difference. So at least one police should have been to assist the security.
Okay, fair enough then.
Then when you come back to the hospital, how you going to stop people from coming to you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man could jump over the cemetery, come over the cemetery, come down to the back of the hospital. We need it needs to be proper fencing.
Yep.
The hospital needs a fence out from the cemetery.
Yeah. All right, Carla, we have
a couple years ago, you remember a couple, I don't remember, 2 years ago, a man is coming out of the water, come out, and he takes sheet, double sheet, and sling it down to one of the water.
Yes, I remember.
That's what I'm telling you. Something is wrong, something definitely wrong. But I just hope, well, this is the wake-up call for you. After this, I don't think nothing else to do.
All right, thanks, Carla.
You all enjoy ourselves.
You as well, thank you. All right, so with that, we are going to head directly into this morning's traffic talk.
Nothing else sounds as good as WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
This is WEFM's